Buon pomeriggio. Welcome to Clelia's Cucina Italiana. Today we're going to be doing another wonderful recipe that I kind of just made up. Okay, and you'll see it's very, very easy and you're gonna love it, as I always tell you. What we're going to do today is some artichoke parmesan. I bet you never heard of that because it's my own invention. And what we're going to do, we're going to make it very easy for you. We're going to be using frozen artichoke hearts, quarters. It's all quartered. And this is wonderful because it's all ready. You don't have to do any fuss, peeling the artichokes and all that. So what I suggest is you take them out the night before or early in the morning when you're going to do them and make sure they're completely defrosted, okay? Because it makes things a lot easier. And these are completely defrosted, and what you do, you pat dry a little bit with some paper towels. Make sure that all the water, if there's any water, is absorbed, okay? So for this recipe, I'm going to use 3 of these, okay? And this is like a 7 by 11 size pan, roasting pan, okay? So here we take it from here. From that, then we're gonna be using some eggs. We're gonna dip them in the eggs, and then breadcrumbs, and then cheese, a little sprinkle, just a hair of garlic, oregano, a little salt and pepper, and mozzarella. And of course, tomato sauce that I've done, marinara sauce. And the way I did it, you just brown, saute some garlic, 3 or 4 garlic cloves smashed, and then you just add the tomatoes with a little salt and pepper. Just let it go. And this is gonna take 3 eggs, okay? I'm gonna beat the eggs. These are nice large eggs. Very easy, you'll see, and it's really delicious. I know I tell you that, but this is really good and it's easy. Even if you never cooked, you can follow this recipe and you'll be a hero. So we're going to beat the eggs real quickly, like that. And to that, we're gonna add a little salt. And also, I'm gonna add a little salt to this because they are kind of flat. You really have to use some salt. Okay, and some pepper, freshly ground. Like that. I'm gonna put the eggs right in here. Okay? Very easy. In the meantime, I'm gonna turn on the pan here. And I'm gonna put a couple of tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. And if it needs a little more as you go along, you can add some more, okay? So I'm just gonna leave it on high for now because I want that oil to get really hot. Okay, and we're just gonna stir all the egg in this manner. And to that, I'm gonna add 2 cups of flavored breadcrumbs or Italian breadcrumbs, okay? And start out maybe with, a cup and a half, and we'll see how that works out. And I'm just gonna mix it in, because, these are so small, you can't very well do 1 at a time. So it takes, like from 1.5 to 2 cups of breadcrumbs and 3 eggs so far, salt and pepper, okay? Now, I'm gonna get half of this, about, and put it in the frying pan. I'm gonna just scoop some in here. And kind of put it not like in one layer, so they get nice and brown. I think you're gonna like this. If you like artichokes, that is. If you like artichokes, you're gonna love this. And the way that I'm making it for you so easy, with the frozen artichokes, you're gonna like it. Also, keep this on high so they'll get nice and brown. I'm gonna put maybe a ladle of tomato sauce. Not too much tomato sauce. You don't have to let them swim in sauce. And for the tomato sauce, I've used 3 or 4 garlic cloves. As I said, you can add a little bit of red pepper flakes if you like. And 2 large cans, I think they're 28 ounces of tomatoes. Whole tomatoes, you can cut them up, or you can buy crushed tomatoes, a good brand. Okay, and that's all we have here. So we're gonna wait until that browns. And then, like I said, we're gonna add some cheese, some mozzarella, some little garlic, a little spices, basil, and oregano. And also in the sauce, I added some basil. Okay, it's always good to add basil. So we're doing this, and if it needs a little more oil, just add a little bit more as you go along. Also, we can add a little bit more pepper, to your taste. Like that. And that looks to me like it's pretty good. Yeah, it looks like they're done. Because they cook very quickly and they're gonna be in the oven. Also, the oven is gonna be at 400 for about 20 minutes, okay? And these are nice and golden, and that's all what we're looking for. And try to put fairly like one layer. There. I'm gonna add a little bit more oil. Very hot pan, which is a good idea. Keep it hot. And add the rest of this. I found that this was the easiest way to do it. Just put the eggs and then add the breadcrumbs. And it looks messy, but it's fine. The bread is attached to the artichoke, and that's what we're trying to acquire. Good. Add a little more pepper here, if you like. And we already added the salt, so we are all set. So I'm gonna do this right in front of you so you can see. Okay, I'm gonna get a fork here. I'm just gonna kind of even it out all over like that. And to that I'm going to add just like a breeze of garlic, just a little bit here and there. And very, very minced, very, very tiny. Okay, because it's gonna be in the oven for about 20 minutes, so you don't want a piece of garlic raw. So if you mince it very, very fine, it'll be fine. And a sprinkle of dry oregano, to your taste. If you like oregano, you can put a little. This is like 1 tablespoon. Be careful though, because oregano is very strong. And some Parmesan cheese. I think for this you're gonna need about a cup. Or a half a cup. I was counting on a couple, yeah. A half a cup, or as much as you want. And then to that we're gonna add some nice basil. Just rip it like that. Beautiful. Oh, I love the smell of fresh basil. But it also needs the oregano and a little bit of the garlic, okay? Okay, now this is like a ball, like a large ball of mozzarella. Now you can, again, this is a great vegetarian dish. You can put as much or as little as you want. This is a whole ball, but you can put a half or, you can even skip it, just put cheese if you want. But we want a little mozzarella. That makes things taste better. Okay, so that's to my liking. I think that's enough. And I'm gonna add a little bit of sauce. Don't go heavy on the sauce because you really don't need it. And just spread it like that. I'll put it here so you can see. Spread it. Okay, so that's done, half of it. Now we're gonna stir this up like so. There. This is good. That's done. And like I said, this is practically full, but we're gonna add some more because I like to exaggerate on things a little. Okay, now this is not a long procedure, is it? Very nice. Okay, we're going to assemble this right in front of you here so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so we spread this out, try to be even all over. Do the same thing again, put a little sprinkle of oregano. And go easy on it, like I said, because it's strong. Okay, there. And the breeze of garlic. Just a little bit. Very, very fine. Okay. Then we go with some nice cheese. Parmesan cheese. Or if you don't like Parmesan, you can use Romano. There we go. Like so. And then we're gonna use the mozzarella. Like I said, as much as you want. Now, if you want to do this in a larger roasting pan, you can probably still use 3, because like I said, I exaggerate a little bit. But you can use 3. I mean, or if you use a real big one, you can use it. Just increase, you know, the artichokes. And of course, you know, you have to increase a little bit on the sauce too. Okay. I think we got it all covered here, huh? Oh, mozzarella makes everything look better and taste good. As this is a nice fat recipe here. To that, we're going to add the rest of the sauce. See, this is just right. Like so, like that. And voila, we're going to sprinkle the rest of that little bit of cheese. And it's ready for the oven. If you want, you can put a little piece of aluminum foil just on top, laying on top, not close it. Or you can even skip it, okay? So here it goes in the oven at 400 for about 20 minutes. And the artichoke casserole is done in 20 minutes. And here it is. Is that a work of art or what? See how beautiful it came out? I think you're gonna love it. Later on, I'm just gonna cut a piece so you can see how it looks in the middle. Okay, also, while you were looking, I did the bruschetta, a little bit of, I brushed, I got a French loaf, brushed a little bit of olive oil on both sides, and put it under the broiler, on the lower rack, like. And this is what we came out with. And this will go really nice with it. Okay? So, I'm going to cut this and see what happens, huh? Also, I wanted to tell you, let this sit for about 15 minutes after it's ready, because it always cuts, better. You can divide a bit, and this would serve 4 to 6, I would say. It's a good portion. I mean, and it's rich. Of course, the first one is always going to be hard to come out. Oh, boy, this is a large portion. Okay. There we go. And this is too large of a portion. Of course, I'm not going to eat all this. But I'm just going to have a little taste so I can tell you how good it is. If you like artichokes, you really should try this. It's delicious. Until next time, this is Clelia. Buon appetito e arrivederci alla prossima volta. Now try this. It's really good. Ciao.